Hey guys, welcome back to the Techie Family channel. I'm Lou. Today we're going to be talking about how I was able to save $1,200 a year by getting rid of my cable subscription. Let's get into this money saving. First of all, this is just to give you guys an overview of what it takes. Everybody's situation is going to be different. Everybody's options is going to be different. So I'm just going to run through my options, what I decided to go for, how I was able to save that type of money. What we're going to be covering today is the essentials, what you would need to be able to cut that cord with the cable company, save some money, what I decided to go for and why, and then we'll wrap up the video towards the end. But let's get right into it. Essentials. What does one need to be able to cut that cord? Most other options beside cable require streaming. And in order to stream, you do need internet. So the first thing we gotta make sure we secure is that internet connection. Okay. Second thing will be devices to stream on. Can't stream on to just any old TV. You gotta make sure you have a smart TV, smart device, and that also depends on the type of content, which brings me to the third requirement would be a streaming service. Now there's a lot of options out there, some not available in all areas, some available in others, but just to give you a breakdown, I'm gonna go through what I decided to go for, why I decided to go for that, and how much money I was able to save on a monthly basis. Now, with cable, just to be transparent, I was spending $265 a month on cable. Now the cable included internet, included HD TV with the DVR service, and I had 4 boxes for the 4 TVs that I have. But we weren't watching TV that much. We weren't even in the house that much. I did pay a little extra for HBO. Obviously, I have to have my Game of Thrones fix. Game of Thrones is over. HBO really isn't a necessity at the moment, but $265 was kind of high for me. When you add it up on a yearly basis, $3,180. Now, that may not sound like a lot of money, but when you break that down and you start realizing that you're spending $3,000 on stuff that you're barely watching, barely using, you start to think about certain things. Now, what I decided to go with, right, with the essentials, my internet connection, I decided to stay with the highest available speed in my area. So for internet right now, I'm paying $115 for the gigabit internet. That's the highest that's available to me. Do you need gigabit internet? Probably not. I've got a lot of devices though. I've got a lot of smart devices, lights, security system, robot vacuums, gaming systems, smart TV. I've got a lot when I pull up my Wi-Fi list on my router. And then now I'm gonna be adding streaming TV to the mix. I just wanted to make sure that I have the best experience possible. That necessarily isn't the case with most people, but I'm just being transparent and I'm giving you guys what I'm into, what I'm paying, just to give you guys an idea. So I've got the internet, paying 115 bucks for that particular service. You do need smart devices. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna narrow it down to one device, make it as easy as possible for the viewers out there who are trying to get an idea of where to start. There's a lot of devices out there. There's a lot of options out there. There's a lot of streaming options as well that some devices don't have compatibility with and some others do. So I narrowed it down to one particular device that I feel will fit everybody's needs. This device happens to be the Roku streaming stick 4K. 50 bucks on sale on a good day, but it's gonna have a compatibility with most streaming services out there. I decided to go with YouTube TV for my streaming content. Now YouTube TV isn't available on the Fire TV sticks or the Fire TV Cube, so I had an issue when it came to making sure I picked the right device. There's other devices out there like the NVIDIA Shield TV, which is a good device. It's a little bit on the pricier side, so I'm keeping it a little less expensive, going with the Roku streaming stick 4K. On top of the Fire TV stick, I decided to go with YouTube television, and there's a few reasons why I decided to go with YouTube TV. Main reason was content for the price. So YouTube television, I'm paying 50 bucks a month for. Okay, with that $50, I'm getting 70 plus channels, which is enough content for me and my family to watch. You get most of the major networks, some of the really nice ones, especially for the kids. For 50 bucks a month, I thought it was one of the best deals out there. Now, customizability was another factor, another reason why we decided to go with YouTube TV. So with one paid subscription, you can have up to 5 different profiles or 5 different email addresses on there. So you can customize to your liking, your wife can customize to her liking, your kids can customize their liking. It's a very good platform to make it your own. Another benefit of the YouTube TV was the unlimited DVR service, which means you can record as many shows as you want without having to worry about taking up that space on your DVR box, which I ran into quite a few times, and I had to delete a few things in order to make room for new things. So I thought, in my opinion, that was awesome. And it's not just for the one account, it's also for the other 4 accounts that you can have under the one subscription. So your personal library can be huge with all the things that you like to watch, which I thought was awesome. Also, the user interface when it came to navigating the YouTube TV application, whether it was on the phone or on the television, they're the same pretty much on all platforms, and they're fairly easy. You get 3 tabs. You get your library tab, which is all the way to the left. You get your home tab, which has recommendations based on things that you've watched or shows that you started watching, and you can pick up where you left off. It's got some recommendations on certain movies. And then you've got your live TV tab, which gets you right over to the live television. What's cool about the live TV tab, or the guide, if you will, is you have the option or the capability to move the channels in the order that you want them. So I was able to move all the channels that I'm always watching or like to watch or always have good shows or movies all the way up to the top. So once I go into my guide, I have those readily available right at the top. I don't have to scroll all the way to the bottom. Now at the bottom, I've got all the networks that I don't watch. So customizability there was really awesome. And then on the mobile devices, when you're looking at that same guide, just like if you were on YouTube, you can see a preview of what's playing before getting into the channel, which I thought was really awesome. My kids enjoy it. The family enjoys it. Very easy to use, very intuitive, very good to navigate. So I thought the user interface on the YouTube TV was great. My recommendation for all of you out there is to take advantage of the trial periods that these streaming services have to offer. That's going to give you enough time to see the type of content that they have. It's going to give you enough time to see what type of interface, how easy it is to navigate, or vice versa, how hard it is to navigate the particular guide, so on and so forth. I tried a few of them out. My decision, based on the information I gave, was to go with the YouTube TV. So just a brief overview again, $265 is what I was paying for. Now I'm paying for internet and YouTube television for a combined total of $165. The yearly cost now is $1,980 as opposed to the $3,180, which when doing the math brings me down $1,200 in savings a year after getting rid of my cable subscription. $1,200 that I can use to get more tech. $1,200 that I can use to get my kids whatever it is that they may need. Now, some people's cable bills are a little bit different. Some people aren't gonna really need the gigabit internet connection that I have. So there's definitely other options, some a little less expensive than the options that I went with. I've got an Amazon Prime membership, so I've got Prime Video included in that. So that's another source of content that I have. Netflix is provided to me by my cellular carrier. That's also another source of content for me. There's a lot of options out there. It's really up to you to decide what's going to be best for you guys. But you have to take that leap. You've got to do the legwork. But if you dedicate yourself, if you have that open mind, you're going to be able to save hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars on a yearly basis, getting rid of cable cutting that cord. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, leave them down in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. If you like what you saw, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to see you back. Again, I'm Lou. This is Techie Family. Over and out.